most of the Jains are not familiar of all the vast literature what we have, and I'm trying to summarize and condense as much as possible. Okay, and still uh, keep you interested in it and wanted to explain you the complexity and the vastness of this Jain literature. Today, we are going to finish the whole thing, but you will have at least a refer, something you can refer easily, and you will have some no literature existing. So bear with me. We are trying the best to make sure uh, that got some idea instead of mainly what you are seeing is the ritualistic things in the temple or in the upashraya. And when you go for sermons of any monks and nuns, most of the time, what you are seeing is like many stories and take like one moral issue, and that's what you are going to see. But very few times you will know the philosophy, the content, and all the real thing. Okay, what is real religion? That is you are not going to find in many sermons. When I use the word real religion, means how one should practice the religion. Okay, instead of just you have to be a good citizen, you have to be moral person, you got to be uh, everything's what is the right values, you have to be there that way. But then unless and until you understand what is the real religion is, okay, you will be not practicing properly. And sometimes you think by doing upvas or or fastings and or any tapasya, that is the religion. The external conduct and external achar, that's what we do. It should help you to become real religious person, but they are not the real religion. That is not going to help you anything. And you can judge yourself by doing fasting unless and until you have some attachment next day, less attachment to the food, or you are avoiding junk food. I'm just saying, junk food, I don't have to explain you even. Okay. You are avoiding these things and having the less attachment to the food, that attachment decrease. That is the religion. Okay. Fasting is not the religion. But don't think I should not do fasting. You should do it. It is the prerequisite to become a religious person, but it is not the religion. And similarly, many things, unless your kasha is reduced, all your vices, anger, greed, deceit, lust, if it is not reduced the next day after you doing all these ritual, then believe me, all your rituals, what you have done, it is waste. Okay, I may be sounding strong. Oh, but I have done something. Well, if you are want to satisfy something and then that avoids you to become real religious person, then it is not good thing. Okay. Oh, of course, naturally for that particular time, what you have less, but it is not like really a religious things. Okay. Jain Agam literature empathetically says any things what you are doing without understanding, just mechanically things, they say actually you are not even the religious at all. You are a non-religious person. any rituals you perform without understanding. Because once you understand it, then and then you tend to follow that. Okay? But if you are not able to follow it and just rush, finish the rituals, and I'm done, and I'm satisfied, then it is not. So keep that thing in the mind all the time. And that is why, but at the same time, I'm not really telling you not to do it. Okay? These are the prerequisite because it makes it easier to become religious person. That's the key things you remember it. Okay? Now, here is the one we know showing you the Agam Summary just by sect. What Digambar summarizes Agam, what is the Shwetambar summarization of the Agam, and Murti Pujak and Shwetambar non-Murti Pujak, which is like Stanakwasi and Terapanthi. Okay? And just a simple summary. For Digambar sect is concerned, all Digambar sect, okay, whether it is the Digambar Murti Pujak, Digambar Stanakwasi, and many other subsects of that. The 12th Agam, which includes 14 Purvas, are extinct. And that was the duration is 356 BC. Remaining 11 Agams, and they have 14 Angabhaya Agams. The Angabhaya Agams are different for Shwetambar and Digambar and subsects. Okay? They are also extinct by 157 AD. Okay, that means between in 500 years from 356 BC and 157 AD. All right, they accepted all Agams are extinct for them. So how do they base practicing of their Jain literature if there is no, in the absence of authentic Agams? Means still Agams, no definition is still Sankarvani. Okay, some great acharyas in the past written basic literature that is the basis of their Agam, practicing of Jain religion. And there are two main texts, Satkhanda Agam and Kashay Pahul. These are the two main texts. That's one thing. And then there are four Anyugs, which we discussed it a long time ago, that what are these four Anyugs? There is a Prathmanuyug, Karnanuyug, Charan Karnanuyug, and Dravyanuyug. And there are many textbooks, okay, that includes about 20 textbooks. These are the one basis for their practicing of the religion. What Shwetambar all sect believes that the 12th Angagam, only the 12th, like 14, got extinct in 474 AD. So there is a big difference. For Digambar, they accept like only 356 BC, while the extinct of 14th Purvas, all 14 Purvas extinct by Shwetambar, they say is 474 AD. And the 11 Anga Pravishta Agam or Anga Agams are survived. So their practicing of the religion basis is the 11 Anga Agams or Anga Pravishta Agams. They are all survived. Later on, the Acharyas added more books for Agams. The Anga is the oldest Agams, okay? And oldest Agam is compiled by Gandhar. Gandhar means it is the immediate disciples of Lord Mahavira. like Gautam Swami, Sudharma Swami, there are 11 Gandhars Bhagwan Mahavir had. And they compiled it because they have listened to Bhagwan Mahavir directly and compiled it. So their compilation, it is as good as Bhagwan Mahavir's Vani. But if somebody goes to real technical, yes, Bhagwan Mahavir never wrote anything. Only their immediate disciples compile it based on their understanding. Okay, so there is a difference that way. But since they have later on attained the Keval Gnan and they're at least explaining things in the young books, it is same as like as if Bhagwan Mahavir is saying. So that is the Swetambar with regards to Agams or Pravishta Agams. Okay. How about other Agams? Because Swetambar Murti Pujak believes 45 Agams. Out of that, 11 is the Agams. Remaining 34 Agams are called Bahya Agams. Bahya means it is not as old Agams as the Agam is, but it is written by Acharyas, learned Acharyas, okay, but they did not listen directly, but they listened from their gurus, which are Gandhar. And that's why, though we said at least it should be the next to the Agams as far as the truth, preservation of the truth is concerned. And so they said, no, these 34 Agams are survived, and in Agams plus these 34, that is the like total basis for Jain religion. And these 34 is survived. 11 of them, which is the Swetambar non-Murti Pujak beliefs of the 34, they are part of the 34. Okay, so they are same in that manner. All right. So this is the kind of a summary, and you can see it is not like every word and everything in this Bahya Agams are authentic. There could be something based on the time and circumstances and everything. They may have introduced a lot of things in it, which may not be applicable now. And that's the one, the current acharyas have that responsibility to evaluate it and make the changes, whatever needed. All right. And again, that's why there are many subsect and subsect got proliferating. Okay. Well, somebody may interpret one way or somebody else other way. We have to use our own wisdom whenever we practice it. And our wisdom is what are good for me. Everything is right in its own way, in its own content. But is it right for me? Is my kashai reduces, my mithyatva gone? If my mithyatva and kashai my mithyatva is gone, kashai is reduced, then it is right for me. If it is not affecting your mithyatva and kashai, then it may be right, but may not be right for you. That is the key point is in the spiritual matter. Is it right for me or not? Okay? And you cannot just use one blanket statement, it is right for everybody. That is not the Jainism is, that's not the Jain main principle is, because it believes in Anekantvad. Okay? And make sure it is all logical and conclusive, that whether it is said by, whether it is written in Agam or not. Does it make sense? If that makes sense and that reduces the Kashaya, then it is a Mahavir Vani, like I said in the beginning, first chart. Okay, let me go further now. History of preservation. The the